It all starts really of you have to be there for yourself. And most of the time on those situations when we feel we are not safe is the inner child is being triggered that's not safe. So the best is to tell yourself, and again, if you can look at the mirror, even at your phone, where your own reflection, and really talk to that part of yourself of saying, you're doing your best, you're safe, I'm not going to abandon you, this is all good, we're gonna get through this, you're doing such an amazing job, and say what that part of you is afraid of. Even there's a visualization that you can do, imagining that part of you who's afraid right now and not feeling safe is in front of you. And usually it comes as a child to us, and then you ask that child, what is it you need right now? And if it says most of the time, it's like, I feel not safe, I just need a hug. You can in your imagination give them a hug, or while you're doing this you even can hug yourself, and that's also will help you with the stress management of having a physical touch and really honoring your needs and not abandoning yourself. And I think that's the most important part.
I think that distinction really matters because self-trust isn't a luxury for caregivers. It's part of our safety plan, or the safety that we feel in ourselves. I want to land this in one small step a caregiver can actually do this week. What's one small change a caregiver can make this week to reduce the after appointment hangover without reorganizing their entire lives?
Find something that they're proud of and remind themselves of that. Celebrate yourself. That's the number one thing. So when you tell yourself, I am good enough, and even give yourself specific example, empowering yourself and saying, I am making a difference. This is actually working for others. So you can have a feeling of there is something that I'm doing that impacting other people, of you really validating yourself and telling yourself that you're enough. That's important.
And I just want to come back to something now that you've spoken about that, specifically when you were talking about if you are an employee and you reach out to get a letter to ask for the 3 things that you're good at. And sometimes as a caregiver, because of the isolated nature of it, we don't have a boss. We are the boss. I think it's important to reach out to friends or family members who you are connected with, who you have a positive, uplifting relationship with, and ask them to provide you with 3 things that they think you've accomplished and done really well, 3 things that they see you do every day, that they are in awe of, because that will help you step out of that spiral if you can't recognize it yourself. If you are stuck in a situation where you are unable to see the good that you do on a day-to-day, sometimes it's important to reach out and ask for someone to reflect back and write it down so that you can read it until you recognize it in yourself. And I think that's a really valuable added asset that you can bring into your world